Hey guys, Dr. Drunk, aka here, with a game for you in my Tier 7 premium cruiser, the USS Atlanta. As you can see, I'm divvied up with Dandrick and Triple Nerfed, and Trip in the Vaquelin, Dandrick in the Tier 7 battleship, the Colorado. We're top tier, we're on estuary, and it is domination. Now, what do you need to know about the Atlanta? The Atlanta is a light cruiser, and I do mean light cruiser. She has almost no armor. She has a high citadel, and she is armed with 16, count them, 16 127mm guns. These are basically the same guns that you're going to find on most United States Navy destroyers. What these guns do, they give her a great anti-air ability. Well, they did before, and AA didn't work, which is entirely irrelevant in this match because we don't have a CV in this match. What they also do is have a ridiculous rate of fire, really utterly absurd ballistics. I mean, the ballistics on this thing are so poor. These shells are pretty much 1 second per kilometer of distance in terms of getting to a target. Other things to know, she has radar, she has hydro, she's a good utility ship, she's a good DD hunter, and she's good at farming battleships. Things you will need to know, you're going to need to take concealment and AFT on this ship in order to get the most out of her. You need to take superintendent and adrenaline rush as well to get the most out of her. We're spotted, obviously something is in decap. We're going to make our way up to the island about F7 and use that for cover. We pop the radar as we push in. No reason to pop that radar earlier. We're going to pop it as we push in here. We're going to get that Leningrad spotted. Leningrad is going to start motoring out of here. I didn't realize at the time he was as angled as he is. That first salvo falls a little bit short. We're going to get a couple of shells off on him here. We're going to push him out of the cap. We do a little bit of damage to him just so that he knows my name. But we're going to tuck in behind this island, and we're just going to chillax. Of course, we have a newbie Kirov shooting 4-kilometer torps at something that's at least 10K away from him. GG's, my friend. He'll be going back to port soon enough. So, looking at the map, our div is on this side. The Kirov, the soon-to-be-dead Kirov, is also on this side. Otherwise, our team hasn't completely lemming trained over to the opposite flank. They captured A. That's now being contested. We have kept the Reds off of D for the moment. Right now, I've tucked in behind the island, right about F7. And we're just going to stay here. Nobody wants to push an Atlanta that's encamped behind an island. You're incredibly difficult to get out from behind the island. And here you can see those ridiculous USN destroyer arcs coming into effect. I can actually shoot over that large island right in front of me and stay completely undetected as Dandrick decides that he doesn't like the existence of that New Orleans and removes him from the game. I think it was actually 2 citadels. I think that's what he said in Discord. But that New Orleans has now ceased to be. Meanwhile, you can see the absolute low Earth orbit of those shells as they come dropping onto that Kirov. Guys, the Atlanta is extremely hard to get the most out of because of these shell arcs. I mean, look at the lead that you have to give for those shells in order to get the most out of those. Leningrad opens up. He is spotted, shooting at the Colorado. We're up 2 ships to 1. We're up about 100 points or so. However, we're losing both those caps. And we're about to see a chain of events happen. We lose our top-tier cruiser. We lose our Mayoko to the Nelson. We lost our Kirov friend behind us with his inability to understand his torpedo range. We lost him to the Leningrad. Suddenly, the scores are tied. Ships are even, except we're losing the caps right now. Check out on the Leningrad. I'm not going to have the ability to shoot over that island. He's too close. And we see a broadside Fiji coming at us. broadside, naked, Fiji. Guys, if you see a torpedo-armed cruiser sailing broadside to you, and he's not shooting his guns, what do you think he's doing? Yeah. Apparently, this is also a new thing as well. Laying smoke and then sailing out of it. I've seen this happen more times than I can count in the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I'm not sure if there's something that I missed or if that's the new meta, but yeah. Fiji drops his smoke and runs away. The Kirov is pushing in, so we can get one more salvo off on him. We're going to turn our attentions to that Kirov, try and save our Vakalin. And you see those shells coming in. That's about to be a dead Kirov. That's was another Citadel pen to send him back to port. Suddenly we're down a ship, guys. We're down a ship, and we're down 120 points. We're down a cap, and we're about to lose another one. And right there are the torpedoes, as I said. Broadside cruiser. Not shooting. Yeah, that's a cruiser that's trying to torpedo you. Just like I said. So, at this point in Discord, we're talking back and forth saying, well, look, guys, we're down 130 points. We're losing the A cap. How do we win this? I cannot push the cap. There's a Koenig sitting right there. He's got too much health for me to work him down in the amount of time it would take for him to destroy me. Their Leningrad just guns down our Mikoyan. So now we're down by 220 points and 2 ships. And soon to be 3 caps to 1. We bust our radar. We have 1 left after this to find that Fiji because we know he's lurking around. Oh, look. A cruiser turning broadside and not shooting. I wonder what he might be doing. We finally get the citadels that we've been looking for with these 127mm guns. Single launch torpedoes are no problem to avoid. A ship like the Atlanta is plenty maneuverable enough to dodge these torpedoes. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know what this guy is shooting at. In any case, next HE salvo sets him on fire, and we get our first kill by burning him down. Now, bear in mind, guys, at this point, we've only done 37,000 points of damage. Which, I mean, for any regular, average Atlanta game, that wouldn't be too bad. But listen, if I can't carry this, I'm going to be really bothered by it. We're capping D, but right now it's more important. We're down, 180 points. We need to basically clear up some of the ships that are in the middle so that potentially our Königsberg and our Congo on the other side can do a little bit of work and clear up that A side. I mean, there's 2 DDs over there. That's a problem. But if we can push through here, we can actually help them out. So as of right now, this is basically a 2-on-2. In reality, it's a 2-on-1. Our Vakalin is too low health to really be able to effectively do damage at this point. He's more or less going to be resigned to a torpedo boat. And oh, look. Here comes the Congo. The Koenig. Great. 34,000 hit points. I only have 20k, and remember, guys, my ship is made out of paper, and my citadel's above the waterline. We switched to AP for the upper belt and superstructure. Those German ships have a fair amount of superstructure. They will take a fair amount of AP damage in the superstructure. Second salvo, we aim for the nose. We start turning in to try and minimize the number of guns that can be brought to bear on us. Trip hits him with a torpedo in the stern. He uses Damcon, so we switch immediately to HE. Leningrad backs into his smoke, and oh, look. It's basically a 3-on-1. Can we win a 3-on-1 with the Atlanta? Well, hold my beer, boys. I'm going in. Remember, Most people don't remember the Atlanta has torpedoes. They're 4.5 kilometer torps, but they are 4.5 kilometer torpedoes. We angle up against the Emil Bertin because the Koenig has already fired his mains. We get the kill on the Emil Bertin we get the kill on the Koenig with the torpedoes. The Bertin's first set of torps missed. Obviously, guys, when a torpedo armed cruiser goes broadside to you, what is he doing? Dandrick comes in and nukes that Emil, but we're down to 1,800 points of hit points left. Now you can see the absolute DPM that is the Atlanta, especially against destroyers. That guy was about 7,000 hit points. Within about 4 salvos here, he's dead. We run into the Hulk of the Koenig, and that saves us from his return fire. In the meantime, we've evened up the ships. In fact, with 251 hit points left, the Königsberg cleans up the Nicholas on the opposite side of the map. The Congo is helping to clean up the other DD over there, the Fubuki. And we 3v1 this with a little bit of help from our Colorado. In the meantime, Trip has actually capped D. So we somehow go ahead on points. The only ship left in this case is the Britannia. And here again, we're going to do Atlanta things. We're sitting in the cap. We're stopping their capture progress. The Königsberg is stopping the A cap progress. Trip will be into B cap soon enough here. We're going to do Atlanta things. We're going to shoot over this island, see if we can get some more cheeky damage on that Britannia. Sadly, not going to happen. The Königsberg torps will come in there and finish the job off here, and we're going to end the game with 80,513 points of damage. All right, guys, let's look at the post-battle results. We had 80,513 points of damage, which is good enough for a little more than 500,000 credits. 1 torpedo hit, 3 kills, 4 fires, 6 defended ribbons. No caps to our credit this time, but we basically did a great job of zoning them out of the caps, and that 3-on-1 was that 3v1 was basically a way to win a game, boys. That's how you use the agility of a cruiser like the Atlanta and its firepower to really minimize what can shoot back at you and effectively deal damage to softened targets. As I said, our div held down the entire right side of that map. The Kirov, who was trying to throw his 4-kilometer torps at a target 10 kilometers away. The bottom of the team with 596 experience. 1 experience point from number 1 with 2,132 base XP. Guys, we play all these games over on our Twitch account at twitch.tv/DrDrunkAKA. So you can go ahead and check that out. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, guys, Dr. Drunk AKA signing off. Take it easy.